After the class, I will send you a course on LinkedIn so that you can learn how to revamp your LinkedIn profile and even sell it as a service to others. All right. That's what I've said so far. And I mentioned that once you open your LinkedIn account, one of the things you want to optimize is your LinkedIn tag. Now, if you check some people's profile on LinkedIn, usually your LinkedIn profile will start with HTTPS and end with some numbers after the IN here. This is LinkedIn symbol. After the IN, some people's profile will end with numbers. Let me see if I can pull up somebody's own and see what comes out of it. Just a random thing I'm trying to pull out. Just a random profile. Exactly. You see this? You see this? www.linkedin.com/in/Faustina Jacob B79. This looks very unprofessional. These numbers just makes your LinkedIn profile very unprofessional. So what you want to do is to make sure that you remove these numbers and use maybe just your name. That may work. Okay, just your name, or maybe just an abbreviation of something, but something making your profile look a lot more professional. And how do you change that? Let me go back to my profile. How do you change that? There are so many edits that you would need to do if you already have your profile up. There are so many edits that you need to do. I'll just touch on many of them and send you the course after the class so that you can go over the course, learn it on your own, and begin to work on it by yourself. So this is where you have public profile and URL. You see that? You come over here. So here is where you can change this name. Once you click on it, it gives you the option to change that link so that you can delete all those irregular numbers and alphanumeric numbers, so to say, and make your link, your profile link, look professional. The reason is because these days you are even supposed to attach your LinkedIn URL to your CV. At the top section of your CV where you have your name, let me quickly show us what I mean so that you understand what I'm trying to say. This one, awesome, awesome. So you see it, there's a LinkedIn section attached to your CV so that once an employer sees your CV like this and clicks on this LinkedIn, it will automatically take them to your LinkedIn profile. The same thing with Gmail, your Gmail. So this Gmail is supposed to be a professional one anyway. Don't be like me. That's why I'm giving you the clues. So your professional CV should bear a regular username like this, not the previous one I showed you where somebody was having all sorts of numbers attached to their name. So that when you attach it to your CV, it looks a lot more professional. All right, it looks a lot more professional like this. Imagine when your LinkedIn ends with all those B7216. It just makes your CV look started and it doesn't speak well of your organization when it comes to a professional setting. All right. So we want to make sure that everything makes sense when they read them. Okay. Now I've showed you how to do this. Once you come over here, you can see you can now edit it from here. You see personalize the URL for your profile. Just come over here. This is the section you will then change. You won't be able to change all these ones here. From here to here, you will not be able to change that. But what you can change, you see, once I click on that pencil icon, it brings me to this place. I can then change it to Marcelino. And then once I click on save, I don't want to save it because I want to change mine. All right. Once I click on save, I will just cancel. Once I click on save, it will automatically save it to the new name that I have. Okay. I don't want to do that because I already have this. And people, a lot of CV I've sent out already have this. So be mindful when you change it, because once you change it, make sure you change it on your CV. Because if it is changed and you don't change it on your CV, if the old one you have is what you have on your CV and you have changed this, anybody that clicks on that will be taken to another page altogether. They won't see your LinkedIn profile. All right. So that is that for URL, which is the section that will come up here. Okay. So the next thing you want to also check out is your title here. Your title here. Okay. What do you do? Many people like me want to put out so many things they do. But if you take my professional advice, I don't recommend all this. Okay, the reason why I do this is because I'm a freelancer. It is different. If I want to start hunting for jobs now on a professional level, if I want to start hunting for job, submitting CVs to HR persons and all that, I won't place my CV like this. Let me show you how a professional CV should actually look like. Sorry, I mean a professional LinkedIn profile. What it should look like shouldn't be anything close to this. Don't get it twisted. Okay, this is a friend of mine. At least I know her, so she's also a freelancer. I don't want you see the way she did hers. Just two ALX certified virtual assistant, and she's a customer service representative. But even this one doesn't really speak so well. All this slash slash slash. It's better you just have one skill that you are known for. If you're an HR person, let it just be HR assistant. Let me bring up somebody. So sorry, the network is a little messed up tonight. I just want to give us a glimpse of what a professional profile should look like, especially when you're hunting for job. Don't write too many skills that would end up confusing your employers. Okay, you should be known for one thing. You should have other skill sets. You should be versatile, but on LinkedIn profile, you should put yourself out with just one thing. You see this person. Let me open her profile. She's actually a recruiter that once interviewed me on Upwork, so we connected on LinkedIn. You see the way she kept hers here. Design operations manager. This ops here means operation. Design operations manager. That's what she does. Not design operations manager slash HR, even though she's an HR person. You get it? Even though she's an HR manager, she doesn't come to say design operation manager slash um, HR manager slash executive assistant slash no. If you're not a freelancer, I don't recommend that. Only freelancers that I know does those ceremonies because they want employers to see that they have versatile skill sets so they can sell themselves that way. But if you're actually looking out to apply for jobs, you want to make sure that you keep your profile very clean. Something like this, very simple, and that's it. Here she just added a few things. Love method women. This method happens to be one of her programs, all right, that she hosts or thereabout. So make your profile this simple. Make sure that it is your official name as it is on your ID card. That is what you have here. Okay, don't mix things, no nicknames. Like I said, this is a professional platform. So you want to make sure people know you and they address you the way you should be addressed. Okay, now having said that, the course I will be sending to us would definitely teach you a lot of how to edit all these things. Other things you want to check out is your bio. Okay, when people connect with you, what do you want them to read about you? What do you want them to read about you? About. See that? Take your time to structure something very clean about your professional settings, okay, or your professional career. Not just anything. Don't go and start saying I'm a mother of four. I live in Nigeria. All those things don't count. Here you are here to sell yourself so that when a recruiter or an employer reads your profile, they say, okay, this person has the skill we are looking for. Just like this person here. See what she wrote. I'm passionate about people, design, methods, tools, psychology, and 100 other things. Always open to share my knowledge and learn from others. Okay, it's that simple. You can also write as many things. If I show you mine, you see how many things I had to write on my own settings because I needed to sell myself as much as I can. All right. Some persons like her have that short profile, that short bio. Other people like me who want to exhaust everything because I think you have about 5,000 characters, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go over to my profile. You have about 5,000 characters to exhaust as far as your profile is concerned. So why not use it all? Okay, or at least use as many as possible. So I'll quickly go over to my profile so that I'll show us exactly how mine looks like. And then, yeah, so I click on this. I don't know why This network is just messed up today. You see all these ones here, see the way they kept theirs, co-founder slash CTO, software engineer, and blah blah blah. So under the about section, you can see what I have here. Once you open your own profile, you come to where you can edit. Once you see this icon, this is how you edit. Everything here is editable. So you want to come here, edit yours so that you can write as many things as possible. You can see how lengthy my own is. Okay, you don't necessarily have to write this lengthy profile. Yours could be as short as the other lady I showed you. Another thing you want to make sure you upload is your experience, your work experience. And please, if you are uploading a work experience, make sure it is in alliance with the skill you are putting out here. If the skill you want to sell here is customer service, for instance, make sure that the work experience that you use here is related to customer service. Even if you are being a teacher, try to tie that teaching experience to customer service. You attended to students' question, that's customer service. Politely, you answer their question when they are confused. You try to clarify doubts during parents teachers association meeting. That's customer service, even though what you actually did was teaching. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. The same thing if you have been a sales girl in a particular store or a sales boy. You can say you attended to customers and you help them make buying decisions. That's customer service. Remember, I said because the skill you are trying to sell on LinkedIn is customer service. So every work experience that you are uploading here should be customer service related. Do you understand? Even you can come here and like here, it's executive assistant to CEO. Okay. And then you go through the skill set and then you see everything. So this is where you can edit. All your skill sets should just align. Remember, I said the reason why you can see all these different skills that this different work experience is because I am a freelancer. And that is why even from my profile here, you could tell that this is a freelancer. He works from home remotely, works with different clients. So I needed to sell all my skill sets. All right. But if you are interested in employers who are looking out to hire you, employers will not hire you when they see this kind of profile. Trust me. Especially except if they want to hire you as a freelancer, then you can sell yourself like this. But if they really want to hire, maybe they are looking for, say, a salesperson, and your profile is like this. There is even nothing about sales here to start with. So why would they hire you? So you want to make sure that the particular skill that you are interested in selling on LinkedIn. Remember, this is not Upwork. This is now LinkedIn. Make sure your profile is tailored to that skill and your work experience is somehow aligned to that skill that you are selling. Because this thing counts. Reason why I said it counts is this. Now let's move from profile settings because this is not the reason why we are here anyway. We're here for the job section. The reason why I said this counts is because let's go over to the job section, and need I say this that LinkedIn has a mobile application version of it, okay? Which I would, if you remind me by the end of the class, if time permits, I will still show us how the mobile own looks like. So under these jobs, go to jobs. Once you click on jobs, it takes you to the job section of your LinkedIn. Okay, this is where you see jobs, different. In fact, you see jobs all just like Upwork. There are always jobs on LinkedIn to apply for. A friend of mine who got two jobs recently, one in Canada, one in UK, she got both jobs on LinkedIn after trying severally on Upwork without succeeding. And the reason I'm showing you all this opportunity is so that you don't tie your head to one place. If Upwork is not working for you, check out LinkedIn. If LinkedIn is not working for you, look out Fiverr. Fiverr is not working, just play around platforms, but don't just test the waters. Try to understand what is not working. Okay? Don't just stay in Upwork for one day and say, I've applied for too much, it's not working. Let me go to LinkedIn. No. You can stay on one platform or just choose two platforms you want to belong to, maybe LinkedIn and Upwork, and stay on this platform for 6 months. Apply for jobs as many as possible. Upwork will require you to buy connect. LinkedIn doesn't require you to buy any connect. You can apply for jobs. Upwork was once like LinkedIn. You don't buy any connect. You just apply to jobs as much as you can. But now you have to use money to apply. Once your connect finishes on Upwork, you have to buy another. But should that be the reason why you don't apply for jobs? That is why LinkedIn is there for you. So how do you apply for jobs on LinkedIn? First thing you want to do is to make sure that your CV is uploaded on LinkedIn. You see the reason why I hammered so much on CV, creating a professional CV for yourself. Now you want to come over to where you have your where is it again? Application settings or resume builder. If you want to build your CV from scratch, go to application settings. As you come to application settings, it should be able to allow you to upload your resume. This is where you upload your resume. So you want to upload, if like myself, I have different resume. This is for executive assistant resume. This is for digital marketing resume. This is for technical support resume. And this one should be for project management. I even have one more here. This is another one. I can't remember what this is for. So you see, I uploaded virtually the different type of resumes that I need to apply for jobs on LinkedIn. But don't get scared. If all you have is just one, no problem. Now, remember, my profile is a freelancer profile that has many skills. And that's why I am uploading several resumes. So that if I see a job related to executive assistant, I'll apply for it. If I see one that's related to digital marketing, I'll apply for it. Because all these skills are on my profile. That's the idea. So for you who may not have so many skills, you want to start with one. Just make sure that the profile is set up with a particular skill and the CV you're uploading matches that skill on your profile. Once this is done, you want to make sure that you share your resume data with all recruiters so that any recruiter who stumbles on your profile can check your resume. And if they're interested in it, they'll shoot you an email. If they see your CV and they're interested, they can send you a message. So that is why you should always turn this your CV on for recruiters to see. You can also save uploaded resumes and answers to application questions. Now, when you apply to some jobs on LinkedIn, some jobs will require that you answer some certain questions. Now, LinkedIn is giving you the option that you want them to help you save those answers so that when you are applying to another job that requires you to answer similar questions, LinkedIn will just automatically show them the responses that you have provided with previous applications. If that's what you want, you turn this on. All right. So this is all you need to do for resumes. Okay. For your CVs, make sure it's uploaded. Once it's uploaded, turn this on and then you go back. This is job section now. Is how you apply for jobs on LinkedIn. This is the first step. Make sure your resume is uploaded. The second thing you want to do is to turn on job alerts. And I will show you how to create a job alert. Just like you see, these are job alerts that I've created. I created job alert for executive assistant in Canada, in UK, in United States, administrative assistant, and 17 more. Okay, mind you, there is a limit to the number of job alerts you can create. Okay, this is a project manager job alert I provided I showed in Canada, so that once there is any project manager job that comes in that shows up on LinkedIn and the location is Canada, I will get an email or I will get a notification that an employer just posted a project management position in Canada. Are you interested? That is what these job alerts help you do. Okay. So how can you create job alerts? Two ways. You can see it's even here already waiting for me. Either you click on create a job alert. You see that? Once you click on create a job alert, they'll ask you what kind of job are you looking for? What is the job title? I can say customer service. Customer service. Okay. Customer service representative, customer service specialist, utilities customer service representative. You want to choose one. Mind you, you can only create one job alert per job alert. Okay. What I mean by that is if you have 20 slots of job alerts to create, once you create one per location, it counts as one for you. For instance, This is one I'm creating for customer service. They ask me what location. I can say I want Canada or I want United States. I don't usually recommend United States because they will ask you for some things that may disqualify you. So for you in Nigeria, you may want to start with Nigeria for your own good. Okay. But if you don't want, if you are stubborn like me, you don't want to be earning in naira, you can go for United States. But the requirements may be too much for you to provide. They ask for some SSN, social security numbers. They ask for some driver's license. Only very few of them would want to hire you as a freelancer. But that doesn't mean they don't hire. Okay, they do. They actually do. Companies hire freelancers even on LinkedIn. Okay, but it's just a matter of you shooting your shot very well because they will always want to interview you. And that's why your profile and your CV is very important on LinkedIn. So I want to choose United States. Now, what kind of workplace am I looking for? If you're choosing United States, of course, you are not in the US, so you cannot be on site. You untick on site. You don't need it. You cannot do an hybrid job because hybrid means you can be on site and you can be off site. Off site means remote. Hybrid means you can work remotely and you can be in the office as needed. But the location you chose is US and you're in Nigeria, so hybrid will not work for you. What you want to leave it on is remote. So once I create this job alert now, it will add up to the other job alerts I have here. And then whenever a customer service representative job pops up in the United States and is posted on LinkedIn, I will get a notification. And it is remote. If it is on-site, I will not get a notification. If it is hybrid, I won't get a notification. But once it is remote, I will get a notification immediately that an employer just posted a customer service job in the US and is a remote job. Am I interested? Then I'll begin to apply. How do you get those kind of mails? Let me show you quickly from my email. If I go over to my email, look at the email here, you see a lot of LinkedIn jobs. You see LinkedIn job alerts, 30 plus new jobs for customer service, view jobs in the United States. That's how the notification comes to your email. And if you're using the LinkedIn on your phone, you will see notification popping on your phone the way WhatsApp drops on your phone. Okay, if you scroll further down, you see administrative assistant, streamliners management consulting. You see so many job alerts that I have set up. You see job alert, job alert, job alert, job alert for different project manager, technical support, all those skills I showed you. You see all the job alerts popping up for you, so that you apply you are not paying to apply. So why shouldn't you apply? Okay. The truth is, if you're really serious about jobs, you must be ready to apply 20 jobs, at least 20 jobs every day. The friend of mine I told you about that got 2 jobs on LinkedIn, she was applying not less than 100 jobs application every week. 100 every week. That was how she got the 2 jobs. She got the first one, she wanted to stop. I said, why would you stop? Is it not remote? Why are you stopping? I had to push her. She started applying again, 100 every week. Before you knew what was happening, she got the second one. So different people have the different places where all these opportunities work for them. So you don't tie yourself to one place. Don't apply to 5 jobs and say, I'm tired. No, it doesn't work that way. Myself speaking to you, before I got my first job on Upwork, I applied not less than 50 times. It's actually more than that, but I just don't want to exaggerate. But I applied more than 50 times. I used 2 different accounts. I almost got banned on Upwork because of that. But I was very lucky. Many of my friends got banned because they were using 2 accounts. But I didn't know. That's the problem. I didn't know. So perhaps God just was on my side. So the reason I'm telling you this is, before you can say you want to get a job, you must be able to work it out. Prove yourself that you really need a job. Okay? Now, let's go back to LinkedIn. So this is how you set up the job alert. Once you set it up, click on create job alert and it will automatically create the job alert. Now, another way you can create a job alert for yourself is this. Remember, this is under the job section. All right. Make sure you're under the job section if you want to see all these things. If you scroll down, you see all kind of jobs. You can see recommended for me because of the kind of skill and job alert, the kind of skill I put on my profile and the kind of job alert I have set for myself. They are not showing me recommended jobs for me. And when you want to apply for jobs, always look out for jobs that are less, that are not more than 24 to 48 hours old, or at least not, or at most not more than 1 week. Once they are more than 1 week, just forget about it. Okay, like this one is 1 week ago, just leave it out. This one was promoted. Promoted means this one was advertised, okay, on LinkedIn. So it means that this person is really serious looking for a remote executive assistant tutor. All right. This one is also promoted, so I can actually apply for this if I want to, and so many others like that. But how do you actually apply for jobs? You come over to this place. All you need to type is the title of the job you're looking for. What am I looking for? I want to look for a data entry job, for instance. Let's say data entry or data analyst, whatever it is. I want to look for a data entry job. Once I click on the data entry, I click on enter. It brings out all kind of jobs for me on data entry. What do you observe here? Just like I was explaining to us the other time, that data entry alone cannot stand as an individual or standalone job. You see, we search for data entry, but look at what is coming up: project assistant, customer support. All these are skills that a data entry person can actually do, but you may hardly find data entry as a skill or as a job title here. The best you can find close to data entry is bookkeeping. So you can see a bookkeeper, for instance. But for you to just see a job title data entry will be very difficult. So let's see, we search for this kind of job. We search for a job, and what these are the things you need to do. You want to come over to date posted. Date posted. Once you click on it, you have an option to choose what kind of date are you looking for. I've clicked on it and it's not coming up. Just give it some time. It should come up. But so date posted past 24 hours. That's what you want to choose. Past 24 hours, and then you click on show results. Show the result for the past 24 hours. You also come to experience. You may leave this one, not necessary. You come to this place where you see it has filtered the job, showing you only jobs that are posted in the last 24 hours. You also come here where you have on-site and remote, and choose remote. Take away the on-site because you are looking for a remote job. But if you are in Nigeria, if what you chose, you can see this one is in the United States. If what you have here is Nigeria and you are able to do an on-site job, fine, you can choose on-site. But for this section, I will just choose remote job alone because of the location, US, and I'm in Nigeria. All right. I'll choose remote and I'll show results. Now, once the filter comes up, I'll show you something that you need to understand. I hope I'm recording this because I've not been recording since. Okay, great. I'm recording this. All right. Now, you see, it has filtered the jobs that was posted in the past 24 hours and that is remote. Okay. Now, all these jobs here were posted in 24 hours time span, and they are all remote jobs. You can even see them: remote, 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 and they are all in the US because of the location we choose here. If you don't want US, you can come here and change it. You can change your location to Nigeria, you can change to Canada, you can change to whatever, and then you click on search to further filter these jobs out. But what I want to show us quickly is the different jobs. Some jobs require you to go and apply to them on their website, while other jobs you can apply directly on LinkedIn. How do you know the difference? You can see this kind of job. Once you see apply here and you see this icon, it shows that you have to go to their website to apply for the jobs. How do you do that? You click on apply, it will take you to the website. Let me show you quickly. Once you click on apply, I don't want to click on apply. Let me show you the other type of job so that you see for yourself. The other type of job is the one you have this under it, easy apply. Easy apply are jobs you can apply to directly on LinkedIn. And if you have uploaded your CV before on LinkedIn, you can automatically use that CV to apply for that job. So usually for me, I prefer using Easy Apply because sometimes all these jobs that require me to go over to their website, applying on a website, you have to start creating an account, submitting your CV and all those things. I don't usually like those stress, all right, because of the time I don't have. So usually I just go for jobs that have Easy Apply. So what I want to do most times is I want to come here and click on Easy Apply. Once I click on Easy Apply, it will only show me jobs I can apply to directly on LinkedIn and take away all these other jobs that needs me to start going to the website. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean those jobs that take you to the website are not good jobs or they are scam. No, you can see even here it says actively recruiting. So these people recruit steadily. But personally, I'm sharing my experience that I prefer Easy Apply because of the easy nature of the application. Once I click on Easy Apply, it just take me to the process. I don't need to leave LinkedIn. You see the way it came up. All I need to do is my email, input my email. You can see it has even helped me save my email because all this information is already on LinkedIn. Input my email. It's asking me for my location. The reason I'm using US is because I have a US number. See it? If you don't have a US number, you don't want to do this. All right. And if eventually you get an interview, they might begin to ask you, are you in the US? That's another problem altogether. But you may want to try your luck. Who knows? But for me, this is what I do. So when I see a job in the US, I just usually choose the US and I put in my US number. Okay. And once I click on next, to take me to go and choose which CV do I want to use to apply to this job. This job is a customer service job, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll go and look for my customer service CV. You see, it has even helped me tick it. I tick customer service. If this is not the right CV, you can change it here. You see, but this is a CV, so we leave it there. If the CV is not showing here and you already have uploaded it, you can come down here, drop down, and search for the CV where it is. Okay? Now choose the right CV and then you click on next. Once you do that, you can see it's asking you for further questions, voluntary self-identification, disability test, and all this blah blah blah. You want to answer all these questions that they are asking you, and then once you finish, you click on next. It continues. You click on next. It continues taking you until you get to 100%. That's the kind of job you get on Easy Apply strategy. Okay. Once you finish, it will submit the application for you. You don't need to do anything else. That is why I usually recommend make sure that your LinkedIn is very optimized because as soon as you submit this application, it will go into the DM of the recruiter. And the first thing the recruiter will want to do after going through your CV, which you submitted, is to go to your profile. If your profile doesn't speak well of the job that you're applying for, you have lost it. So you want to make sure that you are not in a hurry to start applying for jobs. Put your house in order so that when people walk in, they see how neat the place is, they are easily appealed to want to work with you. What I mean is a parable. It means make sure your profile is properly optimized so that when you begin to apply for jobs and recruiters stumble on your profile, the things you have on your profile will appeal to them to want to employ you. That's all it means. Okay? So that is how you apply on Easy Apply. All you need to do again, type in the type of job you want, type in the location of the job, click on search. Once you search, you want to start filtering. All these tags here are filter tags. Look for jobs that are posted in the last 24 hours so that you have a better opportunity. You stand a chance. Don't go and start applying for jobs that are 1 month, 2 months, 5 months old that you don't even know if somebody has been hired. You want to look out for jobs that are recent. So past 24 hours, remote jobs, if that is what you need. If you don't need a remote job, you want an on-site job, of course, you can't do an on-site job from Nigeria when you're applying in the US. You want to go over here and choose Nigeria if that is what you want. All right. Experience level. You can also come to experience level and choose internship if that's what you're looking for. Many people get jobs through internship too. Or entry level jobs. If that's what you want to do, fine. Salary, you don't need this, okay? You have not even gotten the job, you're already talking about salary scale. You don't need this. Just leave these ones. Company, don't bother about the company because you're looking for a job anywhere. Okay. What you're bothered about is the type of job that is matching your skill. So forget about the company for now. You can decide to go for easy apply if you want to. If you want to also be able to apply to through their website, feel free, be my guest. Once all this is done, you will see the different jobs here that match or that matches what filter you have chosen here. And then look out for the one that appeals to you, and then you begin to apply. All right. So that is how you apply for jobs on LinkedIn. Now, I said the second way you can actually turn on your job alert is by, remember, this is data entry job in the United States. So if I turn on this job alert, I will turn it on. It will automatically set an alert for any job that is associated to data entry in the United States for me. So that when such jobs drops on LinkedIn, as soon as they are dropping on LinkedIn, I'll get a notification that there is a data entry related job in the United States that is remote. Am I interested? Then I can apply. Just the way I show it to us on my email address. Okay. All right, guys. So this is basically it. And I believe with this, you have even a better opportunity to spread your tentacles outside Upwork to start applying for jobs.